Today, and Orly Shani has a truly angelic DIY for our little ones. I love this so much, Orly.
So cute.
And I understand that you got this idea from my good friend Danny Stoll,
which
from Nylon Magazine.
I'm dying that you guys are friends.
I had no idea.
I'm gonna come over and like stalk some sort of dinner party you have and just be like, hello.
I had no idea.
Yeah. So Danny Stoll, for those of you that don't know, is the editor of Nylon Magazine, which is a really creative magazine that gives a lot of opportunity to young artists and designers. So I'm obsessed with it. And she posted this photo on her Instagram a while back of her little baby, of this little sweater with the angel wings on the back. I think we have that photo. And it is so sweet. Isn't that cute?
Oh my God.
So obviously I screenshot it like as fast as my fingers could move. And I was like, we're going to have to make that. And it's just so sweet. And I think this is a really great way of doing it, is it's kind of used as a photo prop. You know, I have a 9-month-old daughter now, little Blake. And these are things that, you know, we take these photos. There she is. She was helping me. So she was measuring and I was kind of.
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
She's doing the hard stuff.
She's going to audition to be our DIY star.
So yes, next season, our new DIY contestant. And so, you know, this is something that's really fun to do. I think that age is really cute. I know your son Zane's what, 3.5?
He's 3.5.
Okay,
and he
so-
loves playing dress up.
Oh my God, you're so
Loves
lucky.
it, yeah.
My son's 3, and he's like, get
Oh my gosh. I have to pry it off of him. He's going to sleep in his outfit.
Would you like to trade? Okay, so making this, though, is very easy. I got working on it earlier, so just kind of the base of making the wings, let's take a look at. So we printed these out, and we're actually going to have these wings available on the website for you to download. So you just cut the wings out so that you're using it as a pattern, and then you're going to cut your fabric out in doubles. You want to cut about 1 inch outside, that way you have seam allowance. So now you're going to pin your wings all the way together, all the way around, because that's how you're going to sew it. And you want to leave a gap open there on the side, because that's how you're going to get your stuffing inside, your pillow stuffing. So now you just go with your sewing machine, and you're going to stitch using that seam allowance that you provided yourself, and simply stitching all the way around. A straight stitch is going to work. When you're doing those sharp corners, you want to keep the needle in, lift up the presser foot, and rotate. That's how you get those nice sharp corners. Next, you're going to start stuffing it just like a pillow. You got to push it all the way to the other side through that little tunnel and getting it down into the base of the wings. And then the part that you left open, you just hand stitch closed exactly like a pillow. I mean, this is.
You don't have to use a sewing machine?
No.
Well, not for the second part. You do in the beginning.
Okay.
You do in the beginning.
We'll learn together, Kristen.
Okay,
Don't
thanks.
worry.
This sounds, I couldn't hem my curtains, so I'm not sure.
Yeah, this is a sewing project for sure. Once you get down to the bottom there, you're just going to knot it off, and that's how we knot it off. And there's our little.
So adorable.
Look at that on the shirt. They're really, really sweet. So there's a couple ways to adhere them. Now, at first I thought, well, the easiest way to do it is definitely that Velcro, this stuff, right? Because you peel it off and it's sticky on one side.
Yeah.
But, okay, I know like I'm a little bit psycho with these things, but like that, can you see that? Okay.
Yeah, I see it.
Oh,
Orly cares.
that looks horrible.
On the inside, I did it and I stepped back. I'm like, oh, well, that won't do.
No, that's beautiful. It's so great. They can take them on and off.
Yeah, so I mean, that's the concept here, is that you guys can just peel these right on and off as you're using them. So like if they're going to take a nap, you can just take it off and put it back on.
be a little pillow.
Another way of doing it here is with the little embroidery thread. I just use a needle and embroidery thread. That way it kind of has that nice shine and it shows up. And I just went around and around into the sweater. Now, the great thing about doing that, I'm actually going to squeeze right in here. This is sort of 2 different ways, but when you're doing it, just to show real quick, you would come through here, and the only thing that's going to be holding this whole thing together is really that little knot.
It's just yarn.
Okay,
yeah.
so let's say you wanted to go. You go in and around, keep going. When you're done with it, all you have to do is snip the little knot, and the thread will come right out, and your sweater is back to normal.
And you're not ruining
So
the
you would just,
clothes.
yeah. So for that version there, that's how you do it. Now, there's a couple other versions. Debbie, you had a really good idea when we were doing this in rehearsal.
Yeah, because I said, well, you know, what if you just wanted to keep the loop, and then, because this is smushy, see, and just smush the wings through every time you wanted to wear it.
So what I did, there's 2 different versions here.
Easy.
Just want to use the word smushy.
I would
today
use
on the
smush.
show.
I like that word.
One of the versions here, this is elastic ribbon, and it's really cute little elastic ribbon. So what you would do is, I've done a little stitch right there. I've sewn it back and forth. You can see, you can use a sewing machine or you can hand stitch it. And you'll take the other part right here. And for now, just since it's easier to see, I'm going to show you with a needle and thread. But you would do this with a needle and thread. You would come in and out, right? I'm going to do it real quick so we'll see the way that it functions. But you would go back and forth so that it's really nice and in place. And this becomes like a little, like you said, Debbie, like a little loop. And because it's stretchy, because it's elastic, you can
could put it
smush
Just
it.
put it right through. Look at
And
that.
just open it up. I didn't stitch it, so it's probably not going to hold completely right now, but you would do
get the
this.
idea.
Yeah.
Now, there's
Yeah.
one other really quick version I want to make sure that I show you.
Look how cute that is.
Okay.
Really cute.
Last one. This is a no-sew option, really cute. See this little
I love
ribbon?
this one.
This is the
love
best
that.
idea.
But no sew, that's why.
First of all, what this is when you stitch around, you don't flip it inside out. This actually becomes a little trim. Your seam
I like
allowance
that.
now
That
is trim.
would be easier for me.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
one thing that's easier. I used this through the buttonhole.
Which means you could do it on a onesie even. Do you know what I mean?
That's-
Like the little onesie.
So then you just put it here and then you just tie it. And it's on, you take it on, you take it off. No big deal. Ta-da.
I'm voting for this one. Because when this is out, you still have the little hoop there, and you can use it as a leash. You know, like if you take them to, they got a leash on them. Right?
This is definitely something you guys want to consider for like
And
a
then-
little photo or something like that.
But it's also
for sure.
too when they outgrow these, because they will, because they're
Yeah.
gonna
Then
be-
you can
Right.
keep this.
Yeah, you can keep that, but it also becomes, if I can get it out.
Yeah.
It also becomes a mustache.
Or a tooth.
Or
a tooth.
A giant tooth.
How much does this cost, Orly?
This is like $5, if that. I mean, you're doing it to a sweater you own. You only need a quarter yard of fabric. That's all that you need, and you're going to have enough extra to make, 3 or 4 of
This would be
these.
perfect for newborn photos, right,
For
Mark?
the
You take the
baby.
newborn photo, boy or girl.
Orly,
Yeah.
you have to
We
make
don't
the
have to
wings.
genderize.
Mark, you're taking the picture.